tumble train. Let's see how tumble train.
Chelsea, Thomas, how are you guys feeling? How's everybody feeling at home? In the past 10 days, have anybody gotten sick at home?
No.
Do you have a temperature right now? Okay. Come on, step up.
Shall go around. Oh, she had a
Step
mask?
up.
I'm sorry. Chelsea, don't worry.
Step up, babe. Step up. Come on. Step up. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Come on, sweetheart. Go get your temperature check. Go ahead. Baby, get your temperature check.
I already checked them.
Thank you so much.
Come on, sweetheart. Have a great day. Bye.
I just got to school. Now it's time to get breakfast.
He will start to walk to the auditorium and find a post-it sheet where there's post-it on the front and the back of the chairs. That way students and the staff can see where the students are placed 6 feet apart. You can see here, students a lot of them are on the ends. This is still earlier in the morning and everybody is way more than 6 feet apart.
Mia Bella, how many feet should we leave in between you and the person in front of you?
6 feet.
Students will leave about 4 to 6 steps in between them and the person in front of them while they're walking up the stairs. Each set of staircase is set up for the different schools as well as different grades. So upper grades will come in on the side door and the lower grades come in the front door, so we use the main staircase up. So now let's head to the classroom and see what's next.
So we can see we have Ehi, who has yellow markers on the floor that are 6 feet apart. So every X is 3 feet, so they know that we can do 3 feet or 6 feet. So Ehi's about to show us how to wash her hands.
So when the students wash their hands, I just have them leave the faucet on. That way there's less contact between the faucet, between each child. So you can see here, Parlene is now washing her hands, and it's almost time for breakfast.
So you can see all students are 6 feet apart. Every yellow markers on my floor is 3 feet. That way the students know where to stand, whether it's a 6 feet guideline or a 3 feet guideline. So my students just washed their hands. It is now time for them to eat breakfast. For their breakfast, the students are given it by the school, but we do still need to wear our face shield. So Michelle, can you show everyone how to put on our face shield? She has on our face shield, and then she is free to take off her mask.
Along with being given breakfast, they will also be given lunch, which the students are required to eat in the classroom with their face shields on, and they are no longer allowed to share any items whether they brought it from home or it was given to them by the school.
So here's what a standard maybe pre-K or kindergarten or even a lower grade desk will look like. This is a pre-K class, so we do have tables. Now our tables have a divider. I marked off with tape of the color table they're at, but each student has their own materials. So they have pencils, crayons, glue, and scissors, their notebook, their boards, any materials or toys that they're playing with throughout the day. Remember, this is pre-K. So we also have a bucket, so they're no longer allowed to use their cubbies. So we have a black crate, which houses their backpack, and then a lot of them will put their jacket in here. Mia Bella has her jacket on her desk. So she has it right on her chair because we do go outside. So you can see Mia Bella has her face shield on because she's getting ready to start breakfast. So you'll be able to see that with every student. They have their face shield, they're eating their breakfast, but they have their own materials next to their desk. The only time we use the cubbies is for the students' blankets because the pre-K does have nap time. Kendall just got in, so she's getting ready to take off her mask and put on her shield. You can see we are spaced out. And when we stand up for exercises, the students know where to stand. They stand behind their chairs. That way, everybody is social distance. Whether it's 6 feet or 3 feet, we are by far distanced in this classroom. And you can see, everyone is eating their breakfast. So many of our rooms do have an air conditioning that will help circulate the air in the room. We also open up all the windows to let out any germs. We do have windows open, air circulating. And we also have an air purifier that can have many different settings. Right now it's on medium. So every student has their own device that many of them work throughout the day on. The lower grades, they might have some physical assignments as well, but to limit the contact, many of their assignments are on Google Classroom. That way we limit the amount of contact between the teachers, the students, and if anything goes home. All of our notices are sent via Google Classroom on our streams. Or parents can go to Class Dojo. So we do limit the amount of paper that goes home from the school. So along with Google Classroom, each grade or grades throughout the school might also use different platforms such as RadsKids, iReady, Splash Learn, Generation Genius, Envisions. That way the students can work on their assignments digitally. So for example, this is Boom Cards, which my class uses, and the students are able to go on to different assignments without having to worry about any physical paper, pencils, or any contamination. This is their device that they use throughout the year. Other programs they might use is Splash Learn or RadsKids. RadsKids is a school-wide program that we use to help with the students' reading and comprehension. So they'll click on their name. I'm not going to show you the password, but they'll click on their password. And then they can go to their reading room or their leveled activities. That way they don't have to be touching any books or contaminate anything else that has to be cleaned throughout the day.
Another protocol that we have in place is our bathroom protocol. Every class is assigned a time that they're allowed to use the bathroom. That way the custodians can come in and clean the bathroom between each class. For the lower grades such as pre-K and kindergarten, we do have a bathroom in the classroom that does get cleaned after our day is over.
So these are some things that are provided to the teachers by the DOE. For example, Clorox wipes or disinfecting wipes, hand sanitizers, face shields for the kids, and even the staff got some, as well as desk dividers. This can be used on individual desks, as you see here, or it can be used on tables. The students can sit on the end of each table and still have the dividers in between them just to block any germs that might pass through. So these are some of the things that are provided. We also ask a lot of the parents to try and bring in a bin of Clorox wipes or a hand sanitizer. That way we have a stock in our cabinets in the classroom. So in the hallway, we have markers on the floor that tell us which way to go and where 6 feet apart is. So we are heading into our classroom right now. So you can see the kids are 6 feet apart with their masks on. So Sebastian and Ehi, you may start going into the classroom. So they're still walking 6 feet apart. Go ahead, Jiraji. Once she knows it's clear, she can go in. Come on, Kamala. And we even have a sign on our door to remind the students that we're practicing social distancing. It is now time to head back upstairs. We're gonna follow our circle dots all the way up back to our classroom. And on the steps, we go up our up staircase, and the kids have at least 3 to 4 steps in between them and the person in front of them. Make sure you leave your step friends, you may go up. So now it is time for us to walk down the stairs. Each staircase has an arrow. So this is our staircase going up. We have markers on the floor, and this is our staircase going down. The students leave 3 steps in between them and the person behind them. Arlene, go ahead. Our pre-K students are getting ready to go outside, so they have 6 feet distance between them and the person in front of them. And we lead up to the stairs. They know if they're touching the person in front of them, they are way too close. Arlene, go ahead.
So this is our dismissal. The lower grades are dismissed from the auditorium. Each grade has a different dismissal time to limit the amount of people in the auditorium or on the side of the school. As you can see, there's post-its on the desk to show the kids where to sit, just like when they come in the morning after they get their breakfast. So we have a seat in the middle of the row, and then on the ends, and then there's 2 to 3 rows in between.
So every student has a post-it on their seat that they're allowed to sit in, that are 6 feet apart. So every post-it, they know that's where they need to sit. And you see when kids come in, they come in 6 feet apart, and they're instructed by either a para or a teacher or another staff member.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Please stay up to date with the CDC guidelines as well as Class Dojo and Google Classroom to see if there's any updates come September and if there's any changes to our school protocols. We'll see you guys for the 2021-2022 school year.